Hi guys, this is skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. In the last part, we started off this whole train thing. So now, actually, let's go through this train. Oh my gosh, I love the thing. I love loving that music. Of course, it's just fantastic. Don't see any shadows. You're right, they don't typically appear outside of Tartarus. Wasn't that a thing? It's so quiet. It's creepy. Okay, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, being quiet. They can't hear the kicking music. Maybe. No, I guess Minato couldn't either because electronics doesn't work in the dark hour. But you know, who knows? And look at that guy. That guy looked pretty chill. He was like, "Hey, what's up?" and bailed. Yes, they are. It's like it's like they're planning. They're scheming. And then he's got your point there. We're in charge. What are our decisions? Well, we can handle anything, so why not just go after it? Because that's what Junpei wants. And I don't want to get on Junpei's bad side. He'd be mad at me. It doesn't make any sense. And then he yells at me. Like, okay, yeah, see? I'm just gonna assume he's yelling at Mitsuru. Right? Because I was being a bro, Junpei. Don't get all salty on me. This guy is sour. Don't be so sour. This guy's a lemon. I'll teach you some Hawaiian vernacular. One video at a time, folks. So anywho's, these are some new enemies. So, you know, they're actually pretty cool. They're actually pretty weak. Or maybe we're just actually pretty grinded, because, typically if you can get to a barrier before the full moon, you are set for the chapter boss. Maybe it wouldn't kill to maybe have a few more levels, but you know, that's useful. Cause Zio, look at that. Not even a weakness, a one-hit kills people. Omi Akane, just rockin'. I'm really not sure if you can be tired during full moons. I mean, the game specifically tells you, like, even on important days you can still be tired, but that never really happens. I don't really understand. Right? It planned. You can't be too far ahead, honestly, now. And honestly, like, we just wrecked those things. Like, oh, damn. Yukari. Get in harsh language. Yeah, exactly. Now I'm going to oh no, more enemies. Something I didn't say. Oh boy, and a cross. That's gonna make everything so much more difficult. What are these heat balances? I just know. Actually, well, if you look at them, you should logically know that. Well, no, I mean, as soon as you scan them, you realize they're gimmick. They're resistant to fire and bufu, but they're weak to electricity and wind. And these guys are just chumps. And dead. So, and I guess the analyzation failed because they no longer exist, which makes sense. So you might notice we got 87 experience for that. That is significantly more than anything we were fighting. We were getting like 2 experience per battle, and that was kind of bullshit. So that just shows you how this leveling system works. Just because they're area 2 enemies, they just give significantly more, even though they're just as easy to beat. And I do have an Ari Mitama who has Augie. So, you know, I don't know. I should keep that in mind, because those guys are weak to Augie. Gotta get your extra turns. And a Nekomata, who's practically useless. Her only use is specifically just to get with Kenji. Or hang out with do good when hanging out with Kenji. That my choice of words was pretty inaccurate. Sorry. Cool, it's freezing on me. It's too dangerous to go alone. He should have took the sword that the old man offered. Come on. We can ask him once he caught up to. I didn't do anything. Mitsuru, I was playing it cool. I was being a bro, okay? I was the protagonist here, and he just decided to be a lemon. So, you know, that's his fault. So, 4th and 5th cartridge, we're getting carriage. There he is. He's surrounded. He's got it. Honestly, these guys are chumps, and he has medicinal medicine. It should be fine. And look, you see, that's pretty comical, isn't it? Yeah, it's even like a comic. I like how he's just like flailing around. It's kind of really funny, actually. So then, yeah, okay, more same old enemies, except that guy. Not sure what that guy's all about. But anyways, heat balance, yes. It just feels so like, so empowering when you actually guess these guys' weakness. Because honestly. They really weaknesses make no sense. In Persona 4, the game pulls a bullshit thing where it's like they give you a heat balance, but heat balances are just weak to every single form of magic. Which is mean. I don't know why you do that. It's logically, It makes sense. It's in the frickin' colors that it'd be weak to what it is. But in Persona 4, nope. It's weak to, it's resistant to everything. And you don't even know that because Teddy can't analyze frickin' weaknesses. But that's a different game. You kidding me? Yeah. Mitsuru got mad. Oh god, it's moving. Oh no, this is bad. Indeed. Oh god. They have and now they're train operators? These shadows are geniuses. Oh god, it's accelerating. If it's accelerating at a rate of 3 meters per second at an initial velocity of 5 meters per second, with a distance of 4 miles, what are we gonna do before we die? This is like a physics question from hell. And physics is already pretty unbearable. No, that's not true. I kinda like physics. Just cause, oh god, on a fucking table! How could this day get any worse? Anywho's, so now we get to fight a table. Oh, and we have a time limit. So, that's nifty. But yeah, just same old. So, the time limit even works when you're in the menu, so don't screw around too much in the menu, cause then you'd be screwed. Luckily, Junpei has powers. Anytime in a game when there's a time limit, even if it's like the simplest time limit ever, I'm always so paranoid about that, cause like, really, realistically, this really isn't that hard. We have 8 minutes. No, I could see how you get screwed over, but like, in Thousand Year Door, where you have the time limit in the puny tree, like, even though that's like the simplest thing ever, it still gives me the jitters. Even though, I don't know, this one is, I will admit, this one's actually pretty hard, because you have to fight the area boss in this time limit too, so. And it's one of those enemies from floor 1, you know, they're just as easy as the other guys, but they only give 1 extra fucking P. Because balancing, that works. But yeah, oh, even during dialogue, the clock's still going down. What if English is your second language? What are you gonna do then? You can't enjoy the game. Oh, and Cowardly Mayas. From back in the day. These guys should be simple. You know, you just gotta use your brains. Nyok, nyok, nyok. Ah, he said it. Omoikane. I like when Minato says things. Really, because he never does. Ever. Silent protagonist and whatnot. Wow, we're only not even halfway over with the part. Damn, maybe I'm either gonna cut it off as it's 16 minutes or 22 minutes. And looking back, 22 minutes is significantly more than 16 minutes, so, you know, I might just cut it there, because that would be a good place to cut. But, you know, future. So now we're halfway done with the video, apparently. So that's nifty. Oh, did she say that oh yes, the boss is up ahead. We were at the second or third carriage. Or maybe that was the first and second, and this is the passenger? Or the conductor's place? How do you know they weren't operating the train from the very front? You know, I mean from the very back. These guys seem to be, like, you know, pretty capable of planning out things. Of course. Look at that. That is... I will admit, that looks rather creepy. So, we're gonna be fighting in a train. And the train magically gets much, much bigger. Because, you know, that's how battle stages work. So this is the Priestess. The Priestess in the Tarot deck symbolizes purity, I'm guessing. You know, and what personifies purity better than a spread-leg chick with BJ boobs? Yeah. Maybe there's some slight inversions. Maybe it's upside down or something. Who knows? But this game, you know, this game likes being weird like that. It is an M-rated game, by the way. It can pull off whatever shit it wants to. So fun fact, these are different enemies than those books that I thought they were. So, you know, I thought it's like, oh, remember they're weak to fire. Let's use fire on these guys, because, like, you know, they're weak to it last time, and no, these are completely different peoples. They're actually weak to Bufu. As you can see. Hilarious. Wasting time. We only have 5 minutes to beat the boss. Which either means, like, which probably means it's a simple boss, honestly. Because, like, game... That's really how things work, though, like... if you can beat a boss in under 5 minutes, that's short in an Atlas game, really. Or a Persona game, more accurately, because, like, bosses end up taking a long, long time. like later bosses in the game, you'll be there. You'll be at it for quite a while. So, you know, just keep out for that. Watch out for that. But no, there's no really strategy you need to this one. Pupin Law, we are now shaken up, we are distressed, confused, whatever it is. I don't think it's confusion. But basically, Junpei can no longer use his persona. He can still attack and whatnot, but he just can't use his persona. Which is, it's not too offensive, because it is Junpei, and you know, Junpei does just fine attacking, I think. Well, no, that wasn't very much damage. I, on the other hand, am kind of important when it comes to shit like that. And there's nothing to heal me. I don't know why I'm wasting my time looking for something to heal me. You can put Yukari on support mode, and I'm pretty sure she does have, like, read something. I don't even know what the move is that helps you. Reeling? Oh, yes. That's a term. Partra, yes. Partra or me Partra. But yeah, help us, please. But yeah, she's dying. She's almost dead already, so, you know, we are just good until you start missing and blowing it, like how everything seems to work when I play this game. So yeah. Okay, so she's catching on. It almost like she has like some shred of intelligence, but nah. So we can end her with Zio, of course. Why not? And there you go. There's gone down for the count. And we get a diamond, because that's right, of course. And Omiyakane leveled up, and he will learn Auto Rakukaja, at level 12, which he's never getting to, because I'm gonna ditch this brain as soon as, like, you know, I get something better.
Did we make it in time?
Indeed we did, but the train's still moving at a constant speed. Well, no, it's accelerating, technically, because this is the physics question of hell.
We're going too fast. We have to put on the brakes.
You know what's the best? Scream about it. Yes. And look at these guys. Yes, right? You wanted to be the leader. I guess Minato has to be a badass as always and help all of you guys. So, yeah. It didn't crash into another train. That would have been newsworthy. I mean, so that's why they wanted to prevent that. And I guess the change in acceleration would cause you to fly backwards with inertia, right? Physics. Although I'm sure they don't work in the dark hour.
Yeah, we're okay.
What with the floating desks and the fact that planes, whatever.
I'm like drenched in
That's you can keep that to yourself, Junpei.
I'm so glad you're safe. Sorry I couldn't do more on my
What?
end.
No, you scanned enemies. You could actually scan the Priestess, which is like the best thing ever, because when you can't scan bosses, that is kind of annoying.
But how did you know which one was the brake?
Funny story, I didn't. No, I played Train Simulator.
Thanks.
I kid you not, that is their explanation in the manga of this. Like, oh, I played Train Simulator in the future. I know how to stop trains. It really makes no sense. But rank it up. Yes, lovely. So, no damage was caused, except when they come out of the dark hour. Now all the people will probably realize that the train is like, you know, like 10 miles ahead of where it's supposed to be. And honestly, that is noteworthy news on my part. Like, if someone witnessed an ant simply like teleport like a centimeter, that would flip some shit. That'd be like world news, obviously, because like shit like that doesn't happen. So when a plane just like mythically like moves a bunch, you know, you'd think that'd be like pretty significant. Like, hey guys, why is this train here? Now it's here. Like, really? Come on, games. You seem really casual about that.
The team did a great job. They're learning quickly.
Nah, teleporting train, that's not newsworthy at all.
What are the shadows up to?
Because, you know, there's a bunch of other, much more important shit going on in the world, I guess.
I'll be looking into the matter.
Right? Thank you, Ikutsuki.
It's begun.
Something? That's vague. Just like anything ever.
For now, we should study their behavior for patterns.
Right. They seem to know what their shit was up.
To always wait for them to make the first move.
Of course.
If I had more power, things wouldn't be so difficult.
Oh, if only you'd had more, like, scanning abilities.
Don't be so
Or a character with more scanning abilities.
You're doing fine.
But that's just a
More
crazy
than
suggestion.
Do you have anything to drink?
Yes,
Akihiko?
comic relief. So as I was saying,
Huh?
that was the first, that was
You
the
look so tired,
first,
Akihiko-san.
second really, I guess it was the second full moon.
Don't tell me that
So
place
yes,
is
we
gonna
only
stay
have
as
like
yours.
a crap ton more to go. Yay.
And
Aren't
we're
we,
gonna be
aren't we,
sore
isn't,
tomorrow.
aren't we just making progress? What is this, part 15? So you know, it's only gonna take like 2 billion parts. His prediction came true. That mysterious little boy knows his shit. We should trust him from now on. So, I did record more parts, but partly because I will need to go soon, and partly because the stuff I recorded was kind of stupid of me. I am going to show you what I did because I'm kind of over. I don't know actually. I really don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'll just cut it off here. So, we get a call from Elizabeth. And yeah, apparently there's new stuff in Tartarus. So, we can actually go to more in Tartarus, and we will be doing that as soon as possible because we want to reach the second barrier so we can stop going to Tartarus. Because that's always the best thing to do. So, in the next time we'll be doing. It's a holiday. We can do whatever we want. So until then, this has been Skitflash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye.